when you have 15 points and 9 points are from free throws, you know that there's a problem. Anyway, but we still have the entire second half to go, and maybe five more minutes of the first half as the second quarter, and maybe things can change. I sincerely doubt it. Sometimes you just start on slowly, and you find it hard to snap out of that funk. You can't shoot it. You can't shoot away you started the game shooting poorly. You can't shoot it. Because if you shoot too much, you start missing every shot and you start overthinking it, and the guys they've been on 8 3-point attempts since like the first quarter. They've not attempted 3 this second quarter at all, because I think they are afraid.
I'm not sure the bookmakers also have featured that. I mean, because they know there was always going to be one winner. All right, I hope you got that. Let's get to updates from Wimbledon. Olga Rune is fighting for his life. The second set has gone into a tie break here, and it's 1-1 in that tie break against Grigor Dimitrov. Carlos Alcaraz, I told you this was a banana skin game. He's lost the first set to Matteo Berrettini, and the second set has commenced already. So we'll keep eyes on that as well. Now to the Super 8, where Rivers United have been defeated by Aqua United 1-0, and I think there's another game coming up tonight, right?
Yes,
but Sporting Lagos Remo is the game I'm looking forward to tomorrow. That's what I see on the schedule. But honestly, I must say that I've been very impressed with the quality of the football, with the quality of the organization at the Mobilaji Johnson Arena. The football has been good. One of the best games in this tournament is the one we just finished watching. End-to-end stuff, good stuff. I also like the touch of the MVP. The shield they get on the neck.
What do you call it?
Breastplate of righteousness.
It's not like the breastplate is being worn on the neck. I think that also. I think the plaque goes with the brand sponsoring that award, which is a fine touch. Which is a very fine touch.
The game Lawale is talking about is between Aqua United and Rivers United. Aqua United getting this one. Uchenna Collins getting a goal in the 57-minute 1-0.
He actually ended as the MVP of the game.
And as it is now, Aqua United have become the first team to pick 6 points in the ongoing Super 8 competition. And I'm really looking forward to, just like you said, Sporting Lagos played a draw in their first game, and you would expect goalless draw. Actually, you expect them to be able to get the job done in this particular one. But for me, my eyes certainly is going to be on Remo Stars. They also got the job done. Won their first game against Enyimba 2-1.
But actually, Remo, Enyimba, a couple of teams there, they look very tired.
Very tired. It's been a long season for them.
Long season, playing the
regular season.
So we are coming into of course. It's not even the same for some teams. There's a huge turnover. It's not even the same set.
And for a tournament, we've been told is about the fans. I haven't seen much of the fans. I understand today was made open. The gates were thrown open from today till Wednesday. What you see on TV is not really good with the fans. Hopefully, it gets better.
It's a Monday, just like we saw the opening match on Friday as well. It's a Monday, and it's going to be really difficult to get the people off their jobs to come see.
Unemployment rate is 45%.
All right, now you said that. Big shout out to my friend Babatunde Koiki. I saw him on full-time pitch side analysis there. Big shout out to El Musculero right there as well. All right, as I mentioned, Tunde Koiki, he's a boxing enthusiast, but over the weekend it wasn't boxing, it was UFC. Dricus Duplessis in South Africa beats Robert Whittaker. Massive upset, and that sets up a fine tie against Israel Adesanya, who came onto the cage and had a face-off with Duplessis. And I'd like to see what happens. Duplessis says that Adesanya is not African. There's just farms in Africa. It's from New Zealand.
Duplessis is also white. He's white. But South Africa. It's from South Africa. No doubt about that.
From South Africa.
But Adesanya was born in Nigeria. He moved to New Zealand at a young age, but was born in Nigeria, so he's as Nigerian as anybody else. Anyway, for Robert Whittaker, I think Whittaker has been, the Reaper. He has been done for a while, and it's sad to see a man that was so scary at some point. I remember before that first fight between himself and Adesanya, and I was just genuinely scared, because Whittaker just looks like he can end your night. I was, God bless him with one of the weakest jaws in the history of combat.
And they shifted it,
and since he just mentally never recovered from those back-to-back losses to Easy. For the places, I don't. As an Adesanya fan, I'm not even remotely worried.
We'll see how that pans out. I hope they make that fight before the end of the year. Alright, still to come on Sports Cruise on Mainland 98.3. We've got some updates on Hurricane, Andre Onana, and Moses Caicedo. But let's fill your pulse for a bit. Let's take some calls. 0913600 the number to call if you want to join in on the cruise this evening. 0913600 and if you want to drop a text, you can do that on 0913600 Remember, we're also streaming live on YouTube and Facebook.
Actually, just Facebook
well.
for now.
Oh, okay. We're streaming.
Internet issues disrupted YouTube.
All right. So we're streaming live on Facebook, so you can join us on that platform. We all read your messages
once
they come through on that platform. But we have our first caller joining in. Let's meet you. Hello.
Good evening, everybody in the studio.
Yeah, good evening to you.
Yeah, this is from my God is sharing.
Okay.
Yes, let me just the tennis you analyzed earlier on. The African feeling, is it still in the competition?
Yes. She beat Patrick Kvitova in straights this afternoon.
Okay, also update me on the transfer concerning Roma. So who are the Mourinho signs towards the next season? So just let me know.
All right, on Jose Mourinho and Roma, nothing much yet, but Paulo Dybala has been linked to Chelsea. I'm also hearing that they might be looking at Mediterranean from FC Porto.
Yeah, from Porto.
Who might also be, AC Milan are also looking at him as an alternative to Samu Chukwueze as well. But
so far they've signed Evan Indika, the 23-year-old from Eintracht Frankfurt, as a free agent. Osema who also joins from Lyon as a free agent as well, 25-year-old. But yeah, those are the incoming so far.
And Jose wants more, definitely.
Yes, definitely, of course. They add more to the squad.
All right, so let's take more calls. 20913600 the number to call. Hello, caller. Good evening. Drojai, Alpha.
Actually, I'm on target to manage. I think other guys will the table of the Super 8. How does it stand now? And again, some of the officiating, they are judging. Aqua United first match. Next time it's that winner. So referee shouldn't be part of the match every now and then. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Durojai, for your comments. There, let's take the next call straight away. Hello, who do we have here?
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening to you. Your name and where you're calling us from?
You have Solomon on the line.
Hey, Solomon, the wise one. Welcome.
What is really happening with Arsenal Football Club? We have been hearing that Declan Rice deal is 80%, is 90%, and nothing has been heard from Arsenal Football Club and West Ham. Then this guy from Maya also, Arsenal. Then Praded, I don't know what they call his name. What is really happening in transfer market?
All right.
Thank you.
All right, I think those deals are imminent. It's just a matter of medicals.
Yeah, I think according to reports, most players have even finished their medicals today at London Colney, and they will be unveiled very soon, most likely tomorrow.
So those deals are imminent. They should be announced. I think that before the end of the week, you'll get the unveilings done by Arsenal. But let's get back to the Super 8 table. Do you have that? Let's quickly. All right. Okay, you want to give us that table? All right, we'll get that for you ASAP. So just give us a bit of time on that. Okay.
I can tell you that Aqua United are the only team to have advanced to the semi-finals so far with 6 points out of a possible 6 in the Group A. Remo Stars have 4 points. The top Group A, Katsina United and Sporting Lagos have played a game each with 1 point. Enyimba have played 2 games, also 1 point. So I expect that by the time everybody's points.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Yeah. All right, your name and where you're calling from again? All right, you can go on.
I need to update Onana.
Updates on Andre Onana. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, the latest on the Cameroonians' potential move to Manchester United, according to the Daily Mail, is that his move from Inter to United is at an advanced stage. It is understood that a deal in the region of £43 million plus add-ons is set to be completed this week once Onana has agreed personal terms. Insiders say negotiations are entering the final stage, and they do not anticipate any problems in the 27-year-old keeper teaming up with his former Ajax boss Erik ten Hag at Old Trafford. And I think this story would lead us to have that David De Gea conversation. We had it on Saturday. Well, I mean, this is Sports Cruise on Saturday. Sports Cruise. Let's just quickly. I'd like to take Tunde Young's thoughts on De Gea, who announced his departure on Saturday afternoon, and that news definitely has divided the United fans on the way and manner in which United have allowed a club legend. I think I backtrack. Yeah, after some time, I've backtracked, and I think that. And I believe that he is a legend. Actually, he's done 4 Player of the Year. He did 3 consecutively. Yeah.
5th Pro World 11.
Yeah, he's top 10. He's in the top 10 list of most appearances for United. I think number 7, 545. That's some legendary status he's achieved in 12 years at United.
Let me test your open-mindedness, Olawale. So, is he the second greatest goalkeeper in United history? I personally have him higher than Van der Sar, but behind Peter Schmeichel.
He's ahead of Van der Sar.
So, no, that's a controversial opinion for some people.
Yeah, of course, he's ahead. I think he's ahead of Van der Sar, but Schmeichel.
I think Schmeichel should be number 1.
For Schmeichel, it was not about even it was his connection with the fans. Yeah, it was the way, and sometimes legendary status is not about things you achieved. It's about even how the fans see you. You know, just like I gave an example today, I don't think Bayern fans revere Robert Lewandowski. Yeah, he never had a connection with them, despite the fact that he scored goals upon goals upon goals.
On paper, he's probably the greatest striker.
You get my point. Just like Cristiano Ronaldo will never be seen as the greatest Real Madrid player of all time.
Yeah,
he will be in the conversation, but never be number 1 or even maybe number 2. So that's just the way I see the old David De Gea thing. But I was asking you earlier on the way and manner in which he left. What did you make of it?
I think it's shameful from the club's perspective. If they knew they were going to cut loose of him, either way, whether they gave him a new contract or not, it was clear that he was not going to be the number 1 this season.
Yeah, but United said that they never gave him a formal contract offer. And that is what's being peddled in the public.
That part,
an offer was withdrawn from De Gea, but they're saying that we didn't give him a formal offer.
That part I understand. In fact, I even sort of suspected, because I don't think any club would give you a contract and then say, don't sign it. We are not doing it again.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think they do that. I think they proposed terms to him that he agreed. I think it was a verbal thing, and maybe even signed a pre-contract. Who knows? So I think, but in terms of the actual contract, I think they backtracked when they found out, maybe when they did their, their FFP calculation, that find out that we can't afford what we are offering him. The point is, either way, whether what they offered him first, he took it. They would have still wanted another goalkeeper, because it was clear that they were not willing to stick with him as the undisputed first choice for this season. So the way they handled it could have been so much better.
Yeah, United could have been better.
And that's no way to treat anybody, let alone someone that was clearly their best player for at least a 3-4 year stretch. It was undoubtedly the best. It is not easy for a goalkeeper to be the best player at the club, to be the face of the club for a while. I mean, it's also so down to United being terrible for that period, no doubt about that. But still, give David De Gea his flowers, and can't wait to see what he does next.
Okay, I got doubts about De Gea from his first day in charge at United, but he persevered that first season. He persevered because he felt there were bigger problems than the goalkeeper. He had problems at centre back, he had problems at left back, he had problems in midfield, and he also had a winger problem too. So he persevered a bit with David De Gea, but by the time he probably sat down with the football director earlier this year to decide on how to spend this summer's money, they will have felt that, I think I need a number 1, and he said it earlier on this season. If we want to win trophies, there are certain ways we have to play, and I think that was an indirect dig at David De Gea, and no doubt, Ten Hag will be relieved for once that De Gea is gone.
I don't know if it is good riddance to bad rubbish. I don't think so. I don't think anything really affected their relationship. There were times and over again that Ten Hag came out to give vote of confidence to David De Gea, but you just have a feeling that the team is going to metamorphose into a different direction this time around. Like we said, all of the distraction of Cristiano Ronaldo, the missing Greenwood, and the team is even struggling at this point, because as it is now, nobody knows who is going to be issuing most of the big checks that Manchester United would have to go to transfer with. Is it going to be the Glazers there's a family? Is it going to be the money from Saudi Arabia? Is it going to be the Radcliffe? We don't even own Manchester United at the moment. So there's a lot of issues. Well, I think, like I said, a lot of people need to give so much credit to Eric Ten Hag as well. The whole distraction, he was still able to return the team. They won the Carabao Cup. They lost the final to their city rival Manchester City, and ultimately they returned to Europe in the Champions League. So I think for me, Eric Ten Hag wants to own the team now. And if the things Onana will give him the ball playing mentality he wants to kick from the back, why not? I mean, a lot of us gave him sticks with the performance they had last season. Manchester United were phenomenal at Old Trafford. Away from home, they were a massive disaster. So I think he wants to own his team. He wants to put all of his energy into the side. And if he feels David De Gea should go, like he said last week, no club owns any player, any testimonial. It's just.
You own your legends' testimonials, though. Yeah, I think it's
even the legendary status is relative.
You own your legends because they gave their blood.
They didn't play for free.
I know, of course. I know.
Wally, they didn't play for free. It's a courtesy. You don't know anybody.
And that is why you also have some of these big clubs have legends exhibitions.
You pay them huge amount of money to become what they were.
I now say because you paid the Super Eagles money, when they grow old, you think the country should not appreciate them?
No,
because you pay them match bonuses.
That's national team.
No, what's the difference?
It's club. It's
football.
No player is indispensable to a set. I remember when the
same as no player is indispensable to the national team. But I'm saying that you don't treat your players like that because see, you are setting a trend. It's a very bad trend to set. Although, like I explained on Saturday,
players go, players come.
It's something that United have always done. Van Nistelrooy left on a cloud. David Beckham left on the cloud as well. He couldn't watch United for 3 years, like he said recently. Once again, even Brian Robson in 1994 too did. You know, there's something unfortunate that De Gea is living without any fanfare. Although some will tell you that Messi also lived with fanfare at Barcelona. No, he didn't. But Fernandes even said it in his speech, his statement, that De Gea deserves to say goodbye at the stadium to the fans. But you never get everything that you want. But what I believe for the two fans, the two divided factions on this issue, is that they can both be right. Many fans agree with Fernandes that is the sad end to the career. But also, United fans also agree with Ten Hag that it's time to move on from the year. So I mean, both of them can disagree to always agree.
And one thing to point out is, however Onana doesn't invalidate the fact that they needed to move on from the year. I'll take exactly to when Pep moved on from Joe Hart in 2016. There was a positive decision for lots of people. Phasing out Joe Hart, which paid off. He didn't even phase him out. He took him off instantly. Like, I don't want this guy. Despite him being one of the best goalkeepers in the Premier League in 2016 by the time Pep Guardiola came, and Bravo came in. Bravo didn't exactly live up to the hype.
And threw him out.
And lots of people were using it as an opportunity to say, you see, you were wrong about Joe Hart. But you don't dwell on the mistake because the mistake cost you a lot of money. He moved on from Bravo immediately and went on with others. So that's how ruthless Eric Ten Hag needs to be. But quick, subtle, if not segue to the Pavilion Monterosos de Luanda arena in Angola, where Nigeria are trailing 21-40 at halftime.
You have time.
Anyway, this match is actually live on YouTube. So if you want to watch it, as we're leaving the studio now, just go to FIBA on YouTube. You'll see
you have data.
Live Nigeria versus Angola. They are beating us anyhow.
You have data. Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, I'm Larry from Angola.
Hi, I'm Larry. Looks like you're my last caller this evening.
Yeah, I want to give it to you, OLAWALE. And you know why? I respect you a lot because this evening.
Send phones.
It's very rare for someone to say something and admit. For DG, you said something last weekend and today you admitted it on your own. Like, it's an honorable thing.
I stand an open-minded king.
Thank you for supporting us back for what you said.
All right, thank you very much. Quick one on Harry Kane. Bayern Munich assessing whether to play the long game in the pursuit of Harry Kane. Their latest offer of £70 million plus bonuses will be dismissed by Tottenham, we understand. Leaving Karl-Heinz Rummenigge and technical director Marco Nepa, the brains behind the operation, with a decision to make. Do we go all in? Yes, 100 million or maybe above that for Harry Kane. All right, still on transfer news. Ward-Prowse, yes, looks like Southampton are expecting West Ham to make their move for James Ward-Prowse this week, but not for the desired price. We heard that Southampton had wanted about 100 million. If they get 30-40 million these days.
Championship boys, they want to cash out.
The clownish club, 100 million for this one.
Yeah, so, alright, and Newcastle United still have work to do before finalizing a deal for Leicester winger Harvey Barnes. Quick word on England emerging Euro 2020 under 21 champions over the weekend. First time since 1984.
Big one. They also didn't concede any goal all through the tournament. Massive.
And they play stunning football. They did not even play like English players.
I think that consistency has been crazy. Under 17, under 19, European Championship, under 20. I mean, you just have a feeling that the future of English football is going to be massive. But most of them end up turning to 3 cups when they get to the
I make it bold to say that English football is back, especially with talents coming through. They're going for a premium. And they look like they're not just overpriced, they are worth that price. With likes of Madison, Mount, Declan Rice, Bukayo Saka, Phil Foden, and the rest. That's the show this evening. Let's do this again tomorrow by His Grace, 6 p.m. right here on Mainland 98.3. Good night.
Shooting stars, I could really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now.
Yeah. Choose a dream or a genie or a wish to go back to a place much simpler than this. Cause after all the partying and smashing and crashing, and all the glitz and the glam and the fashion, and all the pandemonium and all the madness, there comes a time where you fade to the blackness. And when you're staring at that phone in your lap and you hoping but them people never call you back,
your whole world comes crashing down. You look up. Assemble the team. It's showtime. The brains. Wake it up.
What'd you have for breakfast?
We are the sound of Lagos, and this is Mainland 98.3 FM.
You didn't see that coming, did you?
Mainland 98.3 FM. Don't touch the dial.